Mechanical shed.
Bing!
The magic tender engine. The Fat Controller was in an awkward predicament. To help his engines with the increasing goods work, an engine from Scotland had been bought. What actually turned up was two identical engines, so workmen came to give the twins some numbers. Donald was 9 and Douglas 10. As the Fat Controller had promised, the twins would help out with the goods work. Some goods trains went down Edward's branch line to the port. Douglas was the first of the twins to take one of these goods trains. Nobody had thought to warn the twins, but they weren't the only twins on the railway. Bill and Ben are tank engine twins who live at a port on Edward's line. Each has 4 wheels, a tiny chimney and dome, and a small squat cab. They belong to the Sodor China Clay Company, and have been working between the port and the clay pits for several years. They're hard workers, but they do enjoy teasing the other engines. They were shunting at the port when Douglas arrived with the goods.
Oh, look, Ben! It's a new face! Yeah! Let's go and say hello!
Donald and Douglas have deep-toned whistles. Douglas blew his whistle to signal for a shunter.
Hey, Bill! Did you know that the tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat?
Oh, yes. But I've never seen one on the rails before. What's all this about tugboats? I'm Bill, and this is Ben. It's nice to meet you, Tugboat Annie. You wouldn't be making fun of me, would you now? Oh, yes.
Douglas wheezed angrily.
I'm no tugboat Annie. I'm Douglas. Just you two wee gremlins have my train ready.
Douglas left the port in a bitter mood. He had never met such cheeky engines. He was still cross when he returned to the big station.
What's wrong, Dougie? I've been insulted by the rudest pair of tank engines. A couple of gremlins at the port, down Edward's line. They had the cheek to call me a tugboat and laugh at me. Oh, did they know? You wait till I have my buffers down there. They'll be sorry. Ah, you brought the goods back in good time, Donald. I'm Douglas. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm still getting used to who's who, you know. Can't tell you apart unless I look at their numbers. Numbers? That's it. What's it? We'll have a bit of fun with those tank engines, brother Dougie.
Douglas wasn't sure what Donald had in mind, but Donald was the next engine to pull a goods train down to the port. The twins heard Donald's whistle and were eager to tease some more.
Here he comes, Bill. It's Tugboat Dougie.
Hello, twins. I don't know how they can let a tugboat pull goods trains. Do you, Ben?
Bill noticed as he pulled alongside that the engine he thought was Douglas had a different number this time.
Hey, when did you get that done? Get what done? Your number. It's changed.
Oh, how can it? An engine's number doesn't just change, Bill.
Aye, you'd be surprised. I used to have a much bigger number. I can change mine whenever I like.
How? I don't buy it.
Oh, I shouldn't say.
Oh, please.
Go on, Douglas. We won't tell anyone.
Promise.
Alright then. You see, I've come from a faraway railway. Nothing like your Northwestern.
So?
I come from a magic railway.
No.
Oh, hi. On my railway, engines can change their numbers as they please. Or their whistle tones, their clue, you name it.
Wow. How did you get here?
Oh, that's easy,
began Donald, looking around for an idea.
You see, I got here through buffers.
You what?
You heard? Buffers. Magic buffers. They're not like most buffers where you stop a train. You can just carry on and they'll take you wherever you want to go. I chose to come here and so I did.
Oh, I wish we could travel through magic buffers.
You get to Sodor there, you'd have to have magic buffers on this island too, right? I'm not allowed to say where they are. All I can tell you is that there may be magic buffers anywhere on this island. But remember, do not be telling anyone. It's between the three of us. The magic railway is a secret railway.
Donald left with the returning goods train. Most of his little joke was made up on the spot, but he had successfully enchanted the twins. As the twins went about their work in the port, they took the opportunity to test every set of buffers they could. But none of the trucks would magically travel through them.
Oh, it's not working, Ben. There's just no magic buffers in this yard. Maybe, if they're magic buffers, we'd have to use a magic word. Oh, you know what, Ben? I think you're onto something.
Ben crept up to some buffers and stopped just before them.
Hocus pocus. I think that answers your question. Alright, so I used the wrong words. Maybe, clay presto? Clay presto? Oh, buzz off, Bill. I'm concentrating.
No way!
I'm enjoying this. Please? Oh.
Try as they might, the twins could not find the right words to activate the magic buffers. They teased each other and sulked, and continued trying new words all day. The chances of travelling on the magic railway were looking bleak. They were still trying a couple of days later, when Douglas returned with more goods. Donald had explained everything, but the plan was backfiring.
Oi, Douglas. We want a word with you.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah. All that rubbish about magic buffers and numbers. None of it's true, isn't it?
See for yourself. Douglas gestured towards his number.
How does he do it?
I told you, it's magic.
So we can make his number change. That doesn't prove the magic buffers, does it?
Are you having trouble finding any?
Of course we are. You haven't told us the magic words.
Have you ever thought about just running into them?
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, of course no normal engine could just run into a normal set of buffers, no. But if you ran into some magical buffers, that would be different. Douglas was only mocking the twins, but he hadn't noticed how desperately Ben had been setting his sights on a set of buffers just ahead.
Right.
Oh, now hang on.
Magic railway, here I come.
Hey, don't leave me here. No, not those ones.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ben had crashed into the buffers and come off the rails. Douglas was speechless. He was sent to collect a crane, and when he returned, the fat controller arrived.
I don't appreciate engines mucking around and destroying my railway. I shall be writing to your owner about this deplorable behaviour.
But, sir, it wasn't our fault.
You're lucky that one of my engines was here to quickly assist with the rescue. I hope you are both thankful for Douglas's help.
But it was Douglas's idea, sir.
Is this true, Douglas?
I can explain, sir.
Bill began confidently.
Douglas told us he came from a magic railway. All we had to do was run through those buffers and we'd be there.
Well, Douglas?
Actually, I never did.
I see. And would it be true that maybe Donald played a part in this nonsense?
Who's Donald?
Donald would be Douglas's twin, distinctly marked number 9.
Number 9? We've been had, Bill. Yeah. I never knew the Fat Controller purchased such mischievous...
Let me tell you two perishers that you are in no position to criticize my railway or its engines. I shouldn't be surprised with a set of twins, even when you two are apart or causing mischief together. Since you're both to blame, this hardly encourages my decision of which of you to keep. But I will come to a decision, so if you wish to continue working on my railway, you'll act in a manner becoming of one of my engines. Do I make myself clear?
Aye, sir. Sorry, sir. After that, the tank engine twins gave no more talk about magic railways or running through buffers. They had been warned that any more magic nonsense would see them sent to their sheds. As for the Caledonian twins, the Fat Controller took matters into his own hands to make sure all station masters and engines knew that there was not one magical engine, but a number 9 and 10. Because their help was needed, the twins saw no punishment. The Fat Controller's watchful eye and their vulnerable position was more than enough to keep the twins in line.